Huawei is very dangerous.
Rarely does a country go to war with a private company.
We have met the enemy, and it is Huawei.
We're not going to do business with Huawei.
Huawei represents a national security risk.
But is this really about Huawei? Or is it something bigger than that?
While America tightens its grip on semiconductor exports, China is executing one of the most ambitious industrial pivots in modern history. Huawei Technologies has announced plans to produce 600,000 Ascend 910C AI chips by 2026, effectively doubling its current output in a single year. This isn't just a production target. It's a declaration of technological independence that could reshape the global AI landscape. The numbers tell a story of unprecedented scale. In 2025, Huawei is producing approximately 1 million dies. By 2026, that figure will surge to 1.6 million dies, with 600,000 dedicated specifically to the Ascend 910C, their flagship AI processor. Bloomberg reported that Huawei aims to boost its AI growth with the help of self-developed technologies, marking a decisive shift away from dependence on American semiconductors. But here's the critical question. Can a company locked out of the world's most advanced manufacturing equipment actually challenge Nvidia's supremacy in China? The geopolitical chessboard has been set for years, starting in 2018 and escalating through 2022 to 2025. The United States implemented increasingly severe export controls on advanced chip technology to China. These restrictions weren't merely trade barriers, they were calculated moves to maintain American dominance in the AI infrastructure that will define the 21st century. China found itself caught in what analysts call a technological choke point, where every major Chinese AI laboratory, from Baidu to Alibaba to Tencent, ran their operations on Nvidia silicon. The dependency was total, the vulnerability obvious, and the national security implications staggering. China's response transformed AI chips from commercial products into national infrastructure. Government backing flooded into domestic alternatives, with self-reliance elevated to official doctrine. The policy was clear. China would build its own AI backbone, even if it meant accepting inferior technology in the short term. This is where Huawei enters not as a tech company chasing profit margins, but as the spearhead of China's technological sovereignty. Huawei's strategy defies conventional Silicon Valley wisdom. They're not trying to beat Nvidia on cutting-edge performance metrics. They're pursuing what industry insiders call the good enough at scale philosophy. Think of it as the Toyota approach to semiconductors. Reliable, scalable, and affordable, prioritizing market penetration over technological bragging rights. The Ascend 920C positions itself as China's answer to Nvidia's A100 and H100 chips, the workhorses powering AI training and inference globally. While it may not match Nvidia specification for specification, it offers something Nvidia increasingly cannot: guaranteed supply and political reliability. The 3-year roadmap Huawei unveiled reveals the depth of their commitment. The 950 series is scheduled for 2026, demonstrating this isn't a one-off product launch, but the construction of an entire ecosystem. Huawei is simultaneously developing the CAN platform, their software stack designed to support these chips, understanding that hardware alone cannot dislodge Nvidia's CUDA, which has become the industry standard for AI development. Chinese cloud providers have no choice but to become customers. Alibaba, Baidu, Tencent all face the same calculus: adapt to domestic alternatives or risk losing government contracts and facing accusations of unpatriotic behavior. AI startups, meanwhile, find themselves with zero alternatives. The patriotic purchase factor isn't subtle propaganda. It's hard economic reality backed by policy enforcement. But here's where the story gets technically fascinating. Huawei faces a manufacturing handicap that would cripple most companies. They have no access to ASML's extreme ultraviolet lithography machines, The $150 million marvels that enable the production of 3nm and 5nm chips that power the latest Nvidia GPUs. Huawei and their manufacturing partner, SMIC, Semiconductor Manufacturing International Corporation, are stuck on older process nodes, 7nm and 14nm technologies that are generations behind the cutting edge. The physics of this limitation are brutal. Larger transistors mean more power consumption, more heat generation, and lower performance density. Yet, Huawei and SMIC are finding innovative workarounds that showcase engineering creativity under constraint. They're employing advanced packaging techniques and chiplet designs, essentially connecting multiple smaller chips to function as one larger processor. The report further says that Huawei and SMIC together are working on a new plan to put an end to chip-making challenges that are eventually hindering their AI scope. Even more strategically, Huawei will likely use all those dies next year that were in inventory for a long while, but it was unable to use them following the US restriction pressure. This stockpile strategy creates a buffer against future sanctions while maximizing every piece of silicon they can produce. The optimization approach focuses on extracting maximum performance from inferior nodes through software enhancement. By fine-tuning algorithms and focusing on power efficiency rather than raw speed, Chinese engineers are closing the performance gap in practical applications. China won't be able to triple its overall chip production by next year, as it is still lacking advanced equipment to make semiconductors. But the country is trying to cope with these difficulties and achieve goals without the help of the US. The reality check is sobering. China cannot match American semiconductor manufacturing capabilities today. The performance gap between Ascend and Nvidia chips is measurable and significant. But good enough might actually be good enough when you control the entire domestic market. China has reframed these chips as infrastructure as critical as electricity grids or transportation networks. The applications extend far beyond commercial AI. These chips will power Chinese large language models, the domestic alternatives to ChatGPT and GPT-4. They'll enable computer vision systems for smart cities, industrial AI applications across manufacturing, and military surveillance systems that raise serious ethical questions. The goal is a complete AI technology stack, hardware, software, and applications, all domestically produced, all under Chinese control, achieving data sovereignty and algorithmic independence from Western influence. The ecosystem play extends beyond silicon. Huawei is developing comprehensive developer tools and frameworks, launching training programs to educate engineers on Ascend platforms, and creating what amounts to a Huawei-first development culture in Chinese tech. The lock-in strategy is deliberate. Once developers adopt the Ascend platform, switching costs become prohibitively high. Chinese AI models get optimized specifically for Huawei chips. Data center infrastructure investments cement long-term commitments. An entire generation of engineers is being trained exclusively on Huawei tools, ensuring market dominance through human capital rather than just technical superiority. Nvidia finds itself in an impossible position. China represents a massive market they cannot afford to lose, accounting for billions in annual revenue. The company has developed China-specific chips, attempting to comply with US export restrictions while maintaining market presence. But China doesn't trust them. The tracking concerns mentioned in recent reports highlight fears of backdoors and monitoring capabilities built into foreign chips. Even if Nvidia's chips are demonstrably better, they carry political risk that Chinese companies and government agencies increasingly refuse to accept. Supply chain vulnerability and political unreliability trump performance metrics when national security enters the equation. The question haunting Nvidia executives: have we already reached the point of no return? Once Huawei achieves good enough performance at scale, market dynamics shift permanently. Nvidia still holds significant value in the Chinese AI market compared to Huawei, though the Chinese OEM has shared its AI chip roadmap for 3 years, showing how it can rival Nvidia's dominance in the country. But the window is closing. Every Ascend chip deployed, every developer trained on CAN, Every AI model optimized for Huawei hardware represents market share Nvidia will never reclaim. The global implications extend far beyond corporate competition. We're witnessing the fracturing of AI infrastructure into two incompatible spheres: Western AI built on Nvidia, AMD, and Intel, and Chinese AI built on Huawei and domestic alternatives. These ecosystems will develop along divergent paths, with different standards, different optimization strategies, and fundamentally different approaches to AI development. What does this mean for global AI research when scientists in Beijing and scientists in Silicon Valley are literally working on different technological foundations? The innovation question remains genuinely open. The pessimistic view holds that China will fall permanently behind without access to the best technology, forever playing catch-up while American and allied nations race ahead with 3 nanometer, 2 nanometer, and eventually 1 nanometer process nodes. The optimistic counter-argument suggests constraints breed innovation, and that Chinese engineers will find novel paths to AI advancement that Western researchers, blessed with superior tools, never explore. The realistic middle ground recognizes different strengths. China excels in deployment, scale, and practical application, while the US maintains advantages in cutting-edge research and fundamental innovation. Timeline projections for Chinese self-sufficiency vary, but the direction is clear. Current estimates suggest China remains 60 to 70% dependent on foreign chips for AI applications. By 2026, that dependency could drop to 40 to 50%. By 2030, China aims for near-complete self-reliance in AI chip production. The wild card is whether Chinese researchers can achieve breakthroughs in advanced lithography technology, potentially leapfrogging current constraints entirely. This isn't Huawei versus Nvidia, it's systems versus systems, philosophies of innovation competing on a global stage. The United States pursues an innovation-led, market-driven model with global reach but political constraints. China pursues state-directed, scale-focused development, creating a domestic fortress with controlled market access. They're playing different games with different victory conditions, and both might win by their own metrics while the world fractures into technological spheres of influence. The 600,000 chip milestone carries symbolic weight beyond the numbers. It demonstrates serious commitment, proves manufacturing capability at scale, and signals to every Chinese tech company: Huawei is here to stay, and you need to choose sides. Let's see whether the OEM will be able to reach this goal in 2026. But the trajectory is undeniable. China is willing to accept good enough technology to achieve independence, prioritizing sovereignty over specification sheets. The decisions being made in 2025 and 2026 will echo for decades, determining not just who makes AI chips, but who controls the infrastructure of intelligence itself. Can China actually achieve AI chip self-reliance, or will the technological gap prove insurmountable? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and if you want to stay updated on this technological rivalry that's reshaping our world, hit that subscribe button.